Greetings, anyone. Welcome to our class of Mathematical Olympiad today. Today I will have this topic, graph and properties of functions. I wrote this problem. I will solve two problems today. Practice problem for Mathematical Olympiad. This is practice for your competition or for this grade class. Okay, so our first problem says f of x and g of x be function defined for all non-zero real numbers. Suppose f of x is an even function while g of x is an odd function, and f of x plus g of x is equals 1 over x to the second power minus x plus 1 for all x in the domain, right? The question in our problem is find the value range of f of x over g of x. Okay, this is our question. But find the value range of f of x over g of x. Okay, I will erase all my problem and then I will show you the solution. Okay, so keep in your mind, or you will want to see the problems when finish the video of my class, just go back and check the video back, right? Let me write the solution to this problem. Okay, so solution. Okay, this process is will be part of the solution. Okay, first of all, by the f of x, remember the problem, f of x plus g of x, okay, equals, just for remember, 1 divided by x to the second power plus x, no, minus x plus 1, minus x plus 1, right? See, we have here, we have f of x, okay, minus g of x, okay, equals 1 divided by x to the second power minus x plus 1. Look at the process, right? So then f of x is going to be equals 1/2. All right, one half of what, of times or this big fraction, 1 x to the second power, here minus x plus 1, okay, then plus we have to write plus 1, look at this, 1 divided by x now plus, now x to the second power plus x minus 1. So change everything. See here, right here, the little difference. So this is going to be of course equals, let's see here, it's going to be equals, I will write a big fraction here, x to the second power plus 1 on top, okay, and then in the bottom just write it, the numbers, these numbers, denominator x to the second power minus x plus 1 times x to the second power minus x plus 1. See, right there. Okay, so now next step, look at this. This is Mathematical Olympiad. We need to be very smart and then combine all the skill, all the strategy that at this point you know right now. To this point. So now let's write g of x here then equals 1/2. All right, 1/2 again. And also we have to write but here let's write parenthesis here, and then here again another fraction. Has to have a fraction. So 1 here, 1 here. So this is write it again. The same process here. So it's going to be let's see here. Yeah, it's going to be x to the second power minus x plus 1, right? Like that. Here x to the second power plus x plus 1. Okay, now this is going to be equals to x over x to the second power minus x plus 1 times x to the second power plus x. Now this minus here negative and here is a positive plus 1. Okay, so now almost there. So the answer on our problem, not yet, but almost finishes the conclusion. So we will have here f of x. Remember the question that we have it in the problem. Find the value range of f of x, right? Over this is we have to find the value range of f of x over g of x. Okay, then this is going to be equals here x to the second power plus 1 over x. You simplify this fraction. It's going to be equals x plus 1 over x. That's it. So here, this is very important to write something here. For instance, let me write something here. When x is greater than 0, okay, we have it here. Look at this. F of x over g of x greater or equals than 2. Okay, and also one more here, and for instance, and f of x over g of x here is less or equals than negative 2. Okay, when x is less than 0. See, so therefore I will erase it here. Okay, therefore this is a conclusion. Yeah, so therefore the value range, that was the value, remember the question, the value range of f of x over g of x, okay, is the value range is looking this way. We have to write your answer. This way, look at the sign, right? Correctly. It is all the way to negative infinity to -2, and look at the signs like this, and then union with and this other way, just write it 2 comma plus infinity. Plus infinity, okay, and this way, okay. So that's the answer here. This is very, very important. That's the conclusion. What was the question? The question was find the value range of f of x over g of x. So this is the value range. It's right here. All right. So after this process, so that was the solution. So this is done. It was our first problem. Let me show you another problem. I will solve another problem of Mathematics Olympiad. This is very interesting, very high level of math, right? So our second problem, I will write the problem and then I will write the problem and then erase the problem. Okay. So let me write f of x. Okay. This was we have to. This is going to be equals. Okay, this problem x plus 1/2, and then 0 less or equals than x, less or equals than 1/2, right here. So the second, this is a number one, number 2 of x 1 minus x. Here is a 1/2, and this is less or equals than x, less or equals than 1. Right there. And then here, and define f of n. This is like a formula of x, okay, equals f of f point right here of f of x. It's like a formula here for n intention, for n intention. So n belong to the natural numbers. So n. Okay, this is like our problem here. I will write 2 questions about this problem. 2 questions. All right. Let me erase it here. Okay, we erase it, and then let me write the question about this problem. So the first question. Look at this. First question. First question is find the value of f 2004 of 215. Okay, it's the first question. Question number 2. The problem I give it to you, I wrote before. Let b equals x such f of 15, or f15 of x equals x. All right, and then here x, belong to the this 0,1, and then here how that B has of at least, yeah, at least 9 elements. Okay, this is those are our question for our Math Olympiad problem. So this is the question. Look at the question, all right, and then let me go to the solution. All right, this is the question. See, check the question. 2 questions. All right, solution. Okay, solution number 1. Remember, we have here and this problem 2 questions, right? So let's write the solution for number 1 and the solution for solution 1. This means it's a question number 1. So here by the formula of the function okay, of the function we have different I mean, I will write f1, for instance, f1 of f1, right, of here 215. Remember the question that I write it before. 215 equals, this is going to be 215, okay, it's going to be 215 plus 1/2 equals it's the denominator is going to be 30 right here, 30, and then you simplify 30 as 4 is 19, right? That's the answer, first one. Okay, number 2, f2 of course all the time 2 or f2 of 215, right, it's going to be equals, now we have to write f here, f 1930 equals, here equals 2. All right, then here times 1 minus 19/30, so this is going to be equals 11 15th, right? So next one is going to be f3 of 2 of 15. All right, here we have to write f3, right? We are in f3, we have to write f of 11 of 15, right? 11 of 15 equals 2. All right, yeah, it is equals 2 again. 1 minus 11 15 here equals, what is the answer here? This is going to be 8 15ths, right? 8 15ths. So now f4 2 of 15 equals f of what now? F of 8 15ths, right? It is equals 2 times 1 minus a 15ths, right, equals what is the answer? 14, 15. Okay, come. So now let's go F5. F2 of 15 equals F here for 14 15 equals 2 times 1 minus 14 15 equals 2 15, right? 2 15s. Okay, so we are here right now. Yeah, I did the whole process in the first question. Okay, now the sequence is 215, right? The sequence. Let me I think let's I will erase this and then let me continue over here. Okay, let's continue over here. So hence here, so as almost a conclusion, the sequence here this let's see the sequence. It's very important to write it, the sequence Fn is 215, right? Is a product with periods. This is a product with periods or periods or with periodic is a product of periodic with periods with period phi. With period phi. In other words, in other words, f phi, all right, f phi k plus r, la formula 215 equals fr 215. Okay, so therefore our conclusion is I will erase all the data here. So therefore okay, remember the question, F 2004. Remember the question at the beginning and the problem. 2004 to 15 up to 15 is equals F5 x 400 plus 4. Plus 4. I mean 215 here, 215 equals F4 215 equals 1415. Yeah, it is like that. That's it. That's the answer for the first question. The first question was find the value of F4, F 2004, 215. That was our first question. Okay, and this is the answer. So now let's go to the solution to the question number 2. The question number 2 is a little different. Solution 2. So now let's write the solution 2. Okay. Remember this class, Mathematical Olympiad, is very high level. It's very seriously, it's very high level. So we need to use all the skills that we know to this point. Okay. So here, let me write here. Here, let A now 8. Remember, we continue actually with the numbers before 215. We are gonna have the same answer actually. Okay, 215, then 19, 30, and then 11, 15, 11, 15. What else? 8, 15. We got it. 14, 15, 14, 15. It's continuation. It's a second process, right? So then by 1. So here by 1. Remember the question 1 or the problem number 1. F5. Remember we write 5 of A. We are gonna write of A equals 8 for A belong to A, capital letter. Okay, like a group. So here F15 of A equals A again, and here hence A is a subgroup of B. Okay, we draw the graph here. We draw the graph of f of x, for instance, with the graph f of x. I will show you a little graph. Let me make the graph. We will have something like this. I will make some graph right here to see the problem in the graph. So we have actually this point here, another point right here, another right here point. Okay, let me write here is 1.5 here, and then it's 1 right here, and then let's write 1 right here. Yeah, and then write down some points right here. This is 1.5, 2, and then we make a graph for the line right here. It's one line over there, and then the other lines moving to the one right here. But at this point is look at this. Some is great right here. See, right there, and then right here is this point is 2. It's how many half right here? 2/3 right here. 2/3 right there, and then 1/2. This is x, this is y. So the graph is something like this. Okay, when see the spaces right there. So I'm gonna show. Just I would like to show the graph to this point. Okay. I will erase the graph. So in this picture, by here, by x equals 2 times 1 minus x. Here, I will erase the graph. 2 1 minus. Let's see. Keeping you mind the graph, because I like to write this times 1/2 times 1/2 less is here less or x and less or equals than 1. That's the graph that I show in the graph. I show in the graph this equation. We got it here. We got it x equals 2/3. So in the graph, actually maybe you need to see the graph. I erase it. It's very quickly. Let's write it right here. 1, and then we have 1 right here, and then it's 1/2. This is 1, and then we have here and a half. This is and a half. 1/2 right here. This is 1. 2/3 right here. 2/3. Yeah, it's right here the graph. So is this point? This point is that point, all right? So it's 2/3. That doesn't mean you can see in the graph the problem. So in this, I will erase all this data to continue working on the solution of finding the solution. Okay, I write it. All these. Check back. So now we have in this way. That's f of 2/3 equals 2/3, right? So here is f15 is over 2/3 is equals to 2/3, right? Now in this way we have 2/3 belong to the b, okay? Now let's see in the same process equals let's write this group 0, 1, and then 1/2, right? So C. Then by f of 0 is equals 1/2. See, and then f of 1/2 is equals 1. See, and then f of 1 is equals 0. Equals 0. See, we have. Let me use a different color here. We have f3 of E of C equals C, right? This is for C belong C lowercase to C. C, capital letter. All right, and then consequently F15 now F15 of C equals C. This implies that C is a subgroup of B. All right. This is some process, logical process, mathematics process, and to get it, the summary. Now I will make this all summary about this. So in summary, or as a result, Okay, in summary, we have here 215, right? 215, 1930, and then 1115, 1115, what else? 1115, 815, and summary, 815, 14, 14, 15, and then 2/3, 2/3, all right, 2/3, and then 0, 0, and then 1/2, 1/2, and then 1, yeah, 1. Close the group. This is going to be less or equals than B, and the set B contains at least 9 numbers. Remember the second question? See? So how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At least 9 numbers, right? In our problem in the function, we have to find the value of the f 2004, the question of 215, right? And then also in the second question, the answer must to have at least 9 elements. 9 elements. So here we have 9 elements. So it was the second question, all right? So that's it. Mathematics Olympiad. So these Mathematics Olympiad problems belong to these topics: graph and properties of function. Graph or properties in function. So that is coming this Mathematics Olympiad problem. All right. So be nice. Tomorrow is a Valentine's Day. Enjoy this weekend with your family, with your friend, with your girlfriend or boyfriend or your best friend. So be happy. Be happy.